When I think of desserts as a child, I think things like strawberries and ice cream, fruit and custard, strawberries and custard. This dish brings all of that together. Strawberries with biscuits and an orange and lemon syllabub. So first of all, you want to make the biscuits, and they're super simple. So you want to mix the butter and the sugar together with the lemon zest, the egg yolks, and then mix in the flour. Now you can do this in a food processor if you want to. You know me, I like doing things by hand most of the time. And you're after a soft ball of dough. Once you've got it, wrap it in some cling film and put it in the fridge to rest and chill for about 30 minutes. Now you want to roll it out quite thin and cut out the biscuits using a pastry cutter or a cookie cutter, and just place a baking mat or some parchment paper, baking paper on a tray and place the biscuits down. Now just before it goes into the oven, to keep that nice round shape, what I do as a little trick is I get the cookie cutter or pastry cutter and I just get it and I go around the edges just to smooth them up, just to make it all uniform and nice, and just to give it that nice look when we serve it at the end, so it doesn't have any of those little creases and cracks that sometimes you get when you roll out dough. Now place in the oven for 6 to 8 minutes until just lightly golden. Now when you take them out of the oven, just leave them for a minute or two and then just lift them off the tray using a palette knife. Be very gentle and just leave them to cool completely. To serve this, I'm also going to be making a strawberry coulis to go with this. So you're going to need some fresh strawberries, obviously, and just cut the tops off, place them in a food processor or a blender, and just top it with some icing sugar or confectionery sugar, and then just blitz it. And then what I do is just pass it through a fine sieve so you get this beautiful strawberry coulis that is just so sweet and full of flavor, but it hasn't got all the little pips and little textures in it. You want a nice smooth sauce. For the syllabub, which is something that's really classic and retro, you want to combine the sugar and the zest and juice from the orange and lemon. Place the cream into a mixing bowl, whisk it until it forms soft peaks, until it's nice, light and fluffy. Now this part is optional. What I do then with the syllabub is I place it in a piping bag, and it makes it much easier to serve up if you're doing a number of them at a time. If you don't have a piping bag, you can just use a spoon for this as well. It'll work just as good. So to serve, what I do is I put a little bit of the syllabub on the plate just to stick down that cookie. I then pipe the syllabub onto the biscuit around the edges, but keep about 1 centimeter from the edge because we're going to be placing strawberries around the side. So the strawberries around the side, they're all the same height, and I've just cut the tops off and then divided them again, and then I'm just standing them up with the cut side facing out, and just push them against the syllabub a little bit, and that will help them to stick. Then pipe in some more syllabub over the top, really fill it up, and then finally place another biscuit on top of it. So you've got a lid. Dust over some icing sugar or confectionery sugar over the top, and then finish it off with a nice little drizzle of that strawberry coulis, and lastly, I just give it a touch of mint. This dish is very regal and smart, but it's so easy to make, and the flavors, again, the citrus, the cream with the strawberries, it is just incredible. The textures are extraordinary, and everything just goes well, so well together. If you're after the recipe, make sure you check out the description below. It's on my website. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends and family, give it a like, and whatever day you're having, I hope it's a great one, and I will see you very soon.